Hey guys, it's Marisa. Looks like we are live. Awesome. All right, no fancy software to load this time, so that was pretty easy. I like to do it that way every time. I've got a really simple Harvest of Blessings card for you. This is in your email from this morning, and it really is just a super simple one. I chose this one because this makes a really great card that you can send to all of your customers, like at Thanksgiving time. It's fast to make. You can use this one as a thank you card. It's fast to make. It's really good product training too, and that it shows the medley mix that's coming in the new holiday catalog, and that medley mix pairs up to the inked and tiled punches from the annual catalog. All right, so I'll give you guys a minute to find me. I've got my inked and tiled punch pack right here. It's a really cool tool. They're sold just together, and it bundles with the inked and tiled stamp set. But the new medley mix is a more geometric stamp set that also coordinates with it. And I love this one because it really does highlight the shapes of these punches and gives a new option. You know, it's crafty like Stampin' Up! Is crafty. They love to give us another reason to spend our money. If we've already bought these punches, then of course we want this stamp set, right? Hey Linda, hey Jackie, happy birthday, my friend. I hope you had a really awesome weekend and you didn't have to share your birthday with the holiday too much. Was it all about you this weekend? I hope so. Hey Linda. Brenda! Yay, hello. Brenda says, try my desktop instead of my phone. All right, well, I see you. I see you loud and clear. All right, we're just going to make a really simple card. I actually sent this out as a customer thank you card last month, too. It's super simple to make a bunch of them because of the punchy background pieces. And so this is a good one to send everybody who's ever bought Stampin' Up! From you at Thanksgiving time. Pardon me. It's a fast, easy one to make with the punches. Good way, you know, customer thinking of you card. Very good make and take for like a pickup party. If you do a host club or something, and you know, maybe you do your host club every month or every other month. You can do this kind of as a pickup party for their orders. You can do this as a pickup party after your BOGO. So simple make and take, an easy to mass produce card for your thank you cards, or to send everybody who's ordered from you a card at Thanksgiving time and let them know that you're thankful for them. It's awesome product coordination. You'll want to show your customers this great coordination, not just the inked and tiled bundle, but the medley mix stamp set also. All right, so you've got a tutorial, printable tutorial for this one in your email this morning. Check that out. Oh, Jackie says her birthday was nice. My hubby went grocery shopping for his steak dinner that he made me. Nice, except I had to make the veggies because he doesn't know how. Oh no. That's still good, right? And my son made the pre-made mashed potatoes. Oh, so are you saying the ones that are like the Bob Evans ones that most people put in the microwave? What do you do? Heat them up in the oven or on the stove? It's harder to do it on the oven or the stove. I know you don't microwave things, so I give him some credit for that. Sounds like a pretty good birthday to me. Julie says, happy belated birthday, Jackie. And Julie, hello. I'm so happy to see you too. All right, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but I'm also going to shake things up a little bit. I'm going to shake things up a little bit everywhere, in the team, in my personal business, in my schedule, in everything. I had right before the, I don't know, the difficulty, the physical difficulty, I had been thinking about my business, and I am a Silver Elite Demonstrator, and I have had about the same rolling sales for the last almost 3 years. I have had the same title for the last almost 3 years. It's time to make some changes in the business, because it's the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, right? So I would like to see some personal growth in my business. I work really, really hard, you guys. I work a lot of hours. I work really hard. Now, I work at the best job anyone could ever have. It's fantastic. And I have an amazing crew of helpers that I get the privilege to work with. So it doesn't always feel like really, really hard work, but I do. And so I'd like to see some personal development. I would like to get into that gold and gold elite title. I would. But that means that some of you guys have to get to silver elite. And so I can't just keep doing the same thing and hoping that we'll get those silver elites. I've been doing it for 3 years. I don't have any silver elites. I can't keep doing the same thing and hoping that I'll reach $1 million in sales, because at this rate I'll reach $1 million in sales one day. You know what I mean? Like one day I'll get there. So I like to make it a little bit quicker. But if I keep doing the same things, I'm going to get the same results. And those results have been fabulous and wonderful and good for years, but it's time to kick it up a little bit. So I'm going to be changing some things. And I don't have all the details worked out. So it's going to be kind of an evolution that you're going to see. One of the things that I'm doing is I am going to ask kitchenettes for more help and participation in making the group an even better place. And so we've had some of that happening just recently. I hope that you all have seen Julie's amazing tutorial for the adhesive caddy and an organizer. And I hope that you guys have seen Sandy Finnerty's team card swap. So I'll be asking you guys to step in and help to encourage your fellow kitchenettes and help to train and help to run some things. So I'm hoping that you guys will be on board with this, and I'm really looking for those of you. So dig down deep a little bit, and if you're a bronze elite and you want to promote to silver, even if you think it's just the biggest hopes and dreams, or if you're a silver and you want to promote to silver elite, if you are interested in growing this team, and it is really the very best team. You guys are the very best team. And hitting those promotion levels, please let me know. Let me know, because we're going to working on those things together. Okay. So I'm going to look at your comments, and then we're going to talk about our card swap, and then we're going to make our simple card and catch up on a couple other little things. All right. So Jackie says he heated it up on the stove. See? Yeah, there you go. That's easier. That's not as easy as the microwave. That's like almost cooking. Happy birthday. Your son almost cooked, right? Well, let's see here. Julie says, girl, you shake it. We'll be right behind you. Well, thank you. And thank you for the ways that you have contributed to the team. I am so proud of your training, and I am so grateful for it. And then Brenda says, I bought those containers, all in capital letters. So I think that's some excitement. And so good. See, this is exactly what I'm hoping. I'm hoping as we build that relationships between each other, as you guys get to know each other and encourage each other and inspire each other, and then bring in your friends. and introduce them to the fun. I'm hoping that we'll see that shift in the team that I've been working for all these years. That shift from a wide team. I have a wide team, but it's not very deep. I want to start seeing the team grow deeper. So a wide team is I have a lot of first level demonstrators, but those demonstrators don't have their friends involved, their family involved, their neighbors, their coworkers, they don't have demonstrators on their team, and I want to see that growth happen. And so I think that that's going to take helping you guys see yourselves as leaders, trainers, contributors to the actual growth and things that happen in the team, the training that happens in the team. And as you see yourself as a leader and a trainer, because you're acting in that role in the team, hopefully that will inspire you to grow your teams. And so, Brenda, thank you so much for joining, for signing up, for the encouraging words that you just probably said to Julie, because you watched the training and you bought the containers. I want you guys to get to know each other. Julie says you'll love them, Brenda. Yes, you will. They're really, I mean, you can take organizing to the next level with this idea. And Julie says, aw, well, thank you for the compliment. It was stepping out of the box and I survived. You didn't just survive. You encouraged and you educated and you led. You stepped into a leadership position when you did it. Just like Sandy. Sandy's taken on our team swap, and that is a position of leadership. That is you're building the space. And, you know, they say if you build it, they will come. So I'm hoping that as we build this place where others are contributing to the teaching, the inspiring, and the leadership, then we'll start to see that deep growth in the team. So I'm gonna be asking for anybody who wants to step up and share, teach a technique, teach an organization tip, teach a new fun fold. Maybe these craft alongs are going to change a little bit, and that maybe you guys would like to take a turn with the craft along and teach us something. Well, we'll see. And so if you've got ideas, or if you've got dreams, or if there's something that you want to try, please reach out to me, and don't be surprised if I reach out to you to help out with things like that. Brett, this is my 15-year-old finally made his first stovetop ramen. All caps was because compact keyboard. I always turn on the caps lock on by accident. I thought you were just excited about the tutorial and the containers. I was. Oh my goodness. Brenda says you did an awesome job to Julie. Yep, I agree. My 14-year-old son is so enthralled with cooking. He loves to cook, and we're all doing kind of a low-carb diet around here. And so just this morning, he woke up and he made fathead cinnamon buns. And I don't know if you guys know, if you've ever done a ketogenic diet or a low carb diet. A fathead dough is almond flour, and to get kind of a bread texture, you use mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, almond flour, and eggs, and it's kind of a dense dough, but it makes bread. And so he did it with cinnamon and I forgot it. I think he used allulose. I always say that wrong. And cinnamon, and made cinnamon buns for breakfast. So he loves to cook. Julie says, I must say that initial step of getting on camera was a little scary, but it's given me a boost of confidence. So if anyone is worried, take the leap. That is so, those are words of gold right there. Those are gems set in gold setting. That's the words right there. Yep, taking the step is scary, and it is hard work, because you got to try something you never did before. You got to learn along the way, and then you also got to push yourself through the scary, but it is so worth it. It really is. The feeling of personal development that you feel as you learn and push through, and then the pride after. And I'm very willing to help you with those first steps. You know, you want to maybe do some help in training the team and do some of these craft alongs for me, but you don't know how to go live on Facebook. Well, we will do it together. I will teach you. We did the editing for Julie's video, so we're happy to help you do those things and then teach you how to do it. So this will also be a good learning and training one-on-one if you pick up a responsibility on the team, or helping the team, or training the team, or organizing the team in some way. We will train you how to step into that role. We're not calling necessarily the qualified. We're qualifying the called. We will help, we will teach, we will help you do what it is that needs to be done, and learn to do what needs to be done. So don't feel like if you don't know how to do it, you can't step into these roles, these challenges. You can, and we'll help you. Jackie says, every so often I can get my son to take a cooking lesson. He's 23, almost 24. It's not easy to get him to help in the kitchen, even when it's his favorite food. So when it's taco night, it's not any easier to get him to help, huh? All right, we're gonna worky-talkie, and I want to let you know that we are bringing back the card swap. Sandy Finnerty agreed to host a holiday catalog card swap. So if you've never swapped cards before, we want to see your creations. We want you to participate. A card swap is a fantastic way to get samples with product that you might not personally be interested in buying from the holiday catalog. So your open house or your displays will be more robust if you're doing a business. It will, even if you're not doing a business, give you beautiful cards with excellent ideas that you can use. You can use the cards after they're, after you swap cards, you can use the ones that you got, or you can case them, copy them, learn a new technique, or fold. Card swap is a great way to commit yourself to using the products that you purchased. How many times do you say, oh gosh, I buy these things and then I don't use them? Well, get on the card swap, make your order if you haven't already done your pre-order, or grab your pre-order, ink it up, and swap cards with us. All right, so I just took a pecan pie card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I punched from old olive cardstock one leaf using the bow punch. Now I'm going to take my Medley Mix stamp set, and because I have some extras, I'm going to grab those. But I also have some pecan pie cardstock, and I'm going to stamp my little X's, pluses, and punch them out. The card swap, you have to sign up by September 9th, I believe, is Sandy's sign-up date. And it's due, I believe, September 30th. So hang on, I'm checking those dates before I put them in stone. It's, you have to use holiday catalog merchandise. So you want to use the designer series papers and bundles. Everything else that you use on your card should be current. So if the kitchenette who gets your card wants to reproduce that card, then they can still order all the materials to make more. All right, so you sign up by September 9th. The cards are due in Sandy's hands, not mailed by September 30th, in her hands by September 30th. Now, you'll make one card for each participant and mail them to Sandy with the same amount of postage that it cost you to mail them to her. So you're going to do postage to her on the envelope, and in the envelope you're going to include postage stamps or a PayPal label or click and ship for the same amount, self-addressed back to you. She will trade all the cards, so you're going to send her however number. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signed up, it looks like. So you would send her 5 cards. She'd swap out your 5 cards for one of each and then mail it back to you using that postage. All right, so that's how the card swap works. Then when you get that envelope in the mail, the one that you sent off that had 5 of the same cards is going to have 5 new cards. Now, I would like to see far more than 5 people sign up for the swap. We have 42 demonstrators. So if you're thinking about it, sign up and give it a try. The thing is here's 2 important things different about this swap than about previous swaps. Your cards have to be in Sandy's hands by September 30th. If she gets them after September 30th, so they arrive on Monday the 2nd instead of Saturday the 30th, she is going to write on that envelope, return to sender, and she's going to drop it back in her mailbox, and it's going to go back to you, unopened, unswapped. So that's the stick. You won't participate in future swaps because your other swap participants are depending on you. So if you get them to her late, they get returned. Now, here's the carrot. If you get them to her early, you get a ticket to be considered or drawn to a ticket into the drawing to win a stamp set of your choice, any stamp set up to $25. You can't go over $25, but any stamp set up to $25. You get 1 entry for every day your swaps are early. So if you get your swaps in Sandy's mailbox on September 20th, you get 10 tickets for the stamp set drawing. So that's how it's going to work. And we're really excited to give this a try. And we're hoping that everybody will do it. Now, your cards should be the best work that you can possibly produce, please. We want to see embellishments and designer series paper used on these cards. Everything needs to be current, and the bundle and designer series paper need to be from the new holiday catalog. So do your best work and give it a try. We're hoping that you'll give it a try. All right, so I just did spatters on my card base, and I used the Quiet Meadow stamp set. There's lots of different spatters out there these days, but that's the one I use. Let me look at your comments. Jackie says, I love doing a card swap. So do I. I really do. And we've had some issues in the past with follow through. And so please don't sign up if you're not gonna follow through. We'd like to see everybody who signs up send a card and or send their cards. And further than that, if you sign up and you are early with your cards, you just might get your choice of any stamp set. All right, I was having some trouble with this little X. It was really coming out too blobby in one corner, but I think I got it now. I love the little stitches for the outline. So we did those pecan pie on pecan pie. And then I had a couple of the diagonal lines, pecan pie on pecan pie left, already stamped. So I'm going to punch those out. I'm really hoping that you guys will give this a try. It's a fun way to get to know each other better, to get to know each other's style, to encourage, to build relationships within the team. We want you to, when you send your cards, you can send any information that you want the recipient to know on a quarter slip of paper inside the card, along with your name and email address. We want to encourage that that sharing and that feedback and interaction between each other. So please put your information, name and email address inside the card on a slip of paper. Don't attach it to the card in any way. Just tuck it in so that if somebody gets your card and wants to tell you that they love it or ask you a question, then that information is there. And then if you wanted to also share any relevant measurements or products, that would be good information to put on that little quarter sheet also. You can also do it on a Post-it note and stick it inside or on the back of the card. Or you can put a business card in. When I do a card swap, what I'll do is I'll do a video and a project sheet for it. So I'll just pop my business card in, and then I can direct you guys to the blog for the project sheet, which will have measurement, supply list, and a video. So that's how I'll do mine. But if there's anything relevant you want us to know. And the other thing too is for your card swaps, if you are interested after they're designed in presenting them as like a craft-along fashion or craft-along live video or pre-recorded video, that's the other thing that we're going to be asking for, is for people who might want to present their swap. All right, I'm going to stamp my pumpkin. Now this one is Calypso Coral. And you'll see in the project sheet, one is Calypso Coral, one is Cajun Craze. So this one's going to be Cajun Craze. And I'm going to do Old Olive for my leaf and Crumb Cake for my stem. Let's get my ink pads here. So let me go up and look at these comments. Julie says, that would be cool if you could show us how to edit a video. All right. Well, I did a training where my assistant, Elena, showed how to do CapCut. So it's a editing app, especially for like short video formats. We could probably do the same thing for how to edit. I use Pinnacle Studio. I'm not sure what program Elena uses, but I'm sure that we could put together some tips for you. Every editing program is going to be a little bit different, but they're a little bit different. You know what I mean? If we showed you between the CapCut video that's there, and I will make a comment on that because somebody else was asking about CapCut. So between the CapCut video that's there and, you know, maybe some editing in the software that we use, it should give you some confidence to give it a try. It's not hard to do simple editing, and for something like sharing on social media, for something like shorts or reels, for something like a YouTube video, you don't need complicated editing, especially to get started. It really, some basic editing tips would be pretty easy to film, I think. So yeah, we will definitely put that on our list of topics. I've got my little Cajun Craze pumpkin here, and it's a little speckly on top. Sometimes I feel like these solid images need to be like primed up. Yes, it's like crepes. Sometimes you throw away the first one. Let's see if this one comes out a little more solid. Sure did. Always does. You can count on that for sure. But yeah, we would definitely do some screen share videos on editing longer formats and in some different programs. Julie says, never done it. So you just use something we've purchased in the catalog. Yes. So you'll take something that you've pre-ordered or something that you order tomorrow when the catalog goes live, the new catalog goes live, and you're going to make a card. You're going to do your best work. It can be a standard card or a fun fold card. And you want to make sure that it's your best work, because you're going to send these out to fellow demonstrators or send these to Sandy, who's going to swap them out with fellow demonstrators. And we are all very avid stampers. So you do your best work, use an embellishment, use some designer series paper, like really make it shine. And then once Sandy updates the list September 10th, after everybody's had a chance to sign up, who's going to sign up, she'll say how many. So whatever the final count is, that's how many cards you'll make and mail to Sandy. And then when Sandy gets the cards from everybody on or before September 30th, she'll swap them out and mail you back a variety of different cards from your fellow Kitchenettes team members. And what you'll end up with then is an envelope full of samples using all different brand new products. So if you wanted to make a display board for your event, if you wanted to do something for your business with them, a flip book, if you wanted to maybe case it for your make and takes, or just for inspiration. If you're just stamping for yourself, you can always have these just for inspiration, and that's okay. There's going to be so many good ideas, so many great uses for products and things like that. So yeah, you're gonna, the key is though, your stamp or your bundle and your designer series paper from the holiday catalog, so that everybody gets samples. And then the other thing is just to make sure that you do your best work. Use only current products, focus from the holiday catalog, and do your best work. Let's see here. Brenda says, love your ticket idea for us to get them to you sooner, right? We definitely, and that's Sandy entirely. She is an educator, and so she's very well versed in the ideas of reward and consequences. And so she designed that up, and I said, that's brilliant. I said, if you're willing to host the swap, I'll sponsor the prize. So your prize will come from me, but she is going to do the work of the swap, and everybody who gets their cards to her early is going to have the benefit, the reward of tickets for that drawing. And so we'll see how it works out. I'm hoping that it works out really well, and that it makes for a smooth running swap with a stamp set for the prize every time we do it. I'll keep it up. Oh, there's Sandy. Sandy said, I can show how to edit video on iMovie. I don't do Apple products. That would be so helpful. Oh my goodness, that would be a wonderful training. Sandy, we're going to talk about that, because neither me nor my assistant Elena work with Apple products. So that would be fantastic. Linda says, should the inside of the card also be stamped? I think that's up to you. I think that a lovely card, whether stamped or not, is up to you. I tend to get bored. Like once I got the outside design, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. So I don't always do the inside of the card. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys, whether you do the inside of the card or not. The other thing is your card will get put into a clear envelope for protection. There is no need to send an envelope. So that's a little thing, but do make sure you put it in a sleeve. Oh, Ninka says you can sign me up for the swap. I always love your swap cards. You are one of my favorites to swap with. You do such good work. Yay. Oh, Jackie's excited. Ninka's excited. Yes. I can also do a video for you. Love. All right, we're going to talk about these after. I'm not kidding you. This is I really have enjoyed all the things that I've done with the team and learned from leading the team and growing the team. But now I think it's time for me to focus a little bit more on helping those of you who want to be teachers, who want to be trainers, who want to be leaders, step up into that role. And I think that that won't but make our team grow, because as you're learning and teaching and contributing, the next step is to bring followers in, if you're leading, your next step is to bring followers in. So I'm hoping that we'll see some really exciting team growth as we do these things. So I love it. And your willingness, you guys, I love that you're okay with these changes and volunteering to help make them happen. I love you guys. Okay, hold on. All of my adhesive is behind me. All right, I got it. Okay, so we put each card in a clear sleeve rather than a typical envelope. Yes, please. Protect your card with a clear envelope. You can use the Stampin' Up! Ones. That would be awesome, because then you get the sales from your own self. You know what I mean? If you put them in a Stampin' Up! Envelope. But some of us do buy those envelopes, those clear envelopes and sleeves in bulk. So we're not going to be stickler for it, but yeah, please put your card in a clear, each card in a clear sleeve to protect it. And then, yeah, Sandy responded, yes, from the new mini catalog. We want to do that. Hey, Sandy, I'm so glad you're here, because I was going to ask you this. So I'm just going to put you on the spot right now and ask you, how do you feel about the new online exclusives papers? Can we use the new online exclusive papers in this swap, even though they're not holiday mini? Let me know what you think about that. Okay, which leads me to my next thing that I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you've seen, but it was in last week's email update, and Stampin' Up! Has posted it in the last 2 weeks of weekly updates. There are new designer series papers coming that are not in the catalog. There's, I think, 5. There's glitter, 2 Christmas papers, a floral, and a plaid. 5. There's 5 new papers coming, and they are actually what was supposed to be the second celebrations papers. All right, so they are designer series paper, specialty designer series paper, and glimmer paper. 5 different options, and they will be available tomorrow with the launch of the customer launch of the holiday catalog. The new papers will be available for purchase in the online exclusives section of the website. So if you haven't seen that yet, right, I just glued my little pieces. We got a cool monochromatic like texture we built on top of the spatter with the monochromatic little X's. Oh wait, I should rotate this one so that they both go the same way. There we go. I got to have the diagonals going the same way. But this is a really fun product. A simple card, makes an easy make and take. Lets even people that you know who haven't held a stamp before have success. This and do product training on something that is just so simple for the newest stamper, but also interesting for those who have been stamping for a long time. These are tools that avid longtime stampers will want in their arsenal as you show them how to layer and build, when you show them how the X and the star kind of work together. Your avid stampers are going to want this. Your brand new stampers are going to feel successful as they stamp, punch, layer. It's simple enough to do even for like the biggest open house event where you've got lots of people coming and going. It's just a really great get product and tools into your friends and family's hands and show them how to use it, no matter how familiar they are with a stamp. So I just love this. I love this product. So it makes this simple card kind of an exciting one to teach or to share, especially in person, because the products are just so awesome. These punch bundles, the way that you can use the design elements from the inked and tiled punches. All right, I can't find a ribbon scissor. Here we go. Let me cut it. I just made a big linen bowl while I was chatting. Inked and tiled punches. Love those things. Let's see. Sandy says, of course, because they go with the stamps in the mini catalog, especially the vintage Santas. All right, so good. From our swap coordinator's own mouth, you are also completely okay and maybe even a little encouraged to order up the new designer series papers and use them in your swap cards. Maybe that get your motor running to create if you order something new and then create with it. The floral that's coming out in this release coordinates with the bundle that they used for the crafting at home. I can't show the inside of the catalog until tomorrow, but I can tell you the designer series papers are going to coordinate, if you haven't seen it already, they're going to coordinate with the St. Nicholas bundle, and then there's a floral that coordinates with the, oh, I should just look at the bundle index. That'll tell me which bundle it is. No, I forget the name of it, so it's really hard to find it in alphabetical order if you don't know the name of it. The translucent florals bundle. So there's those if you've already got either of those bundles and want to do your swap card with the coordinating paper. Sandy says, go for it. How exciting, you guys. I've missed you guys so much. Sandy says, I'll update the swap post with inclusion of designer series papers from online exclusive. Yes. All right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for doing this. I think between the training that Julie did, the swap, the willingness that you guys have to do some videos to help your fellow kitchenettes, especially like iMovie. My goodness, that's a place where I couldn't even begin to train because I don't have it or use it. So I love it. You guys are the best postcards. All right, I have to go and grab something really quick. I'm only just going to walk away for a second. Hold on. Coming right back. I promise. Won't be long. Here I come. Going. All right, I just wanted to grab this really quick. So this is the designer series paper special release, and you can go ahead and order these tomorrow with your, and your customers can too. So you've got customers who have been waiting for that catalog to go live. You can go ahead and order these, and so can they. This top row, this designer series paper is a specialty with a shine to it. Here's the one that coordinates with the translucent blooms. This is the one that coordinates with the St. Nick, the tartan plaid. If you haven't watched Stampin' Up's video, they show a gift bag where the outside of the bag is, this pattern is to the outside of the bag, and then the inside of the bag is the white plaid because they're back to back. So the bag folds down at the top. It's adorable. Like, I wasn't sold on this until that bag came into the picture. So check out Stampin' Up's video. And then there's also a pack of silver gold glimmer paper that's self-adhesive that's going to be available. All right, so that's that. 2023 holiday catalog and paper sampler is open for registration right now. Some of you have registered for it. If you want a little bit of every paper and the new pages for your shortcut card sketch binder, and you also want expedited shipping, you'll want to grab your shortcut or your sampler and card sketch. I'm going to place my first order, the first round, tomorrow at dawn, and I'm going to expedite it so that first group will turn around really fast, and I'm not charging anything more to expedite this first group. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out on the blog. I know some of you love to get the paper samplers because it's a good way to get some of everything without having to order one of each. So this is our sampler this time, and It's 11 papers. So you'll get a quarter package of Walk in the Forest, All About Autumn, Specialty, Berry Christmas, Garden Walk, Joy of Christmas, Joyful Specialty, Merry Bold and Bright, Oh Holy Night, Shining Bright Specialty, Them Bones, and Winter Meadow Designer Series. So you're going to get a quarter package of each. And what you'll also get, if you've joined us for the last one, you can get a booster pack. You'll get the paper and the new card sketches, or you can get the paper, the binder, and all the card sketches that we've released. All right, so that's the starter pack, includes the binder, and then sketches 1 through 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to add 7, 8, and 9. I don't want to show you too much, but 7, 8, and 9. And you'll get your binder. So you'll get 1 through 9, including the previous 6 sketches. Does that make sense to you guys? That's the starter pack. Binder, sketches 1 through 9. If you got the binder and sketches 1 through 6 with the last paper sampler, then we're just going to send you the card sketches 7, 8, and 9. So you can add them to your binder. That's the booster pack. The booster pack in paper is $70, and that includes the shipping to you. And the starter pack in paper, so with the binder, is $75, and that includes the shipping to you. All right, so if you want to get in on the shortcut card sketches, is a great resource for designing your thank you cards, for designing your, make and takes, for just having fun creating with this beautiful brick of paper. But get in on that one sooner than later, because the first round also includes expedited shipping. So let's see here. So we talked about the paper sale. We talked about the card swap. We talked about some changes that are coming to the team. I hope that you all saw Julie's training video. If you missed it, I will bump it after this, and I'm also going to bump the cap cut video after this, so that if you missed those 2 training opportunities, you can take a look at those again. And for those of you who have said that you'd help me by doing a video, or that you're interested, or for those of you who are listening but you have not said that you're interested in taking some leadership roles in the team, please message me, text me, call me. I just want to see our team flourish, and I think that it's been too much the Marisa show, and I need you guys to get involved. So I hope that you'll consider it. All right, I glued the stem of my pumpkin with liquid glue, popped the leaf on with a mini dimensional. Let's stamp the greeting. Are designing your swap card? You have somebody who'd like to design my swap card? No, that's part of the fun. In fact, I'm thinking about after I'm done here, I've got to do couple things, and I think my afternoon is kind of free for stamping. Dinner's made but not cooked, so I might have a swap card designed. Maybe you and Katie can help me put together all my swap cards. I'll design my own. Let's see, Jackie, did you sign up already for the swap? Let me toggle over to the other side. Did you see it? No, I don't see it. Maybe in the comments already. Get over there and join the swap if you haven't. Just put it on the comments if you're... Oh, there it is. Yay. Jackie's in. Awesome. All right. So, thanks, Julie, for the video. I bought sleeves and plastic organizers from Amazon. I have yet to buy the sleeves. I need some of those. They're just so handy. And the organizers, I'm all over that. That was just, yeah. And okay, so topics that we're looking for. We're looking for anything that's business related. What are you doing in your business that's working? Anything. Whether it's how you handle catalog launch, or how you found a group that you stamp with, or what you're doing for make and takes, or how you run your newsletters, or whatever. Any business related topic, of course. Organization related topics. You see how Julie did awesome with a video and a small paper craft and links to the sources, anything organization related, technology related. What do you know how to do on the technology that we don't know how to do? Photo editing, video recording, anything in the realm of technology. We want training. Your trainings don't have to be video. If you've got something that you know how to do and you want to share with the group in a series of pictures, in a written tutorial, that's good too. The sky is really the limit. I'm looking for what do you do best, and how would you like to teach the team how to do that? So think about it, and what kind of things. So business related topics, organization related topics, technology related topics, anything craft related. Do you have an awesome fun fold or a treat, or do you love this new technique that you just learned, or this old one that you learned 20 years ago, but you're doing it again and you want to teach us how to do it? We want to see those kinds of trainings. I would love to see more. Even I'm asking you guys this too. I'd love to see more starter kit hauls. Bring your friends in, get their starter kits, and take some pictures or some videos of them getting their starter kit. Pre-order hauls. I want to see your haul photographs and videos. So anything having to do with Stampin' Up! Product hauls, and any other topic really that is relevant and non-competitive to Stampin' Up! So if you guys have ideas or things that you want to share, let's get this party started. All right, so I've got my little bow that we tied earlier. It's stuck with a glue dot. Got my leaf, and it's got a little glue dot on. I'm gonna kind of add that behind. Got my pumpkin. We're gonna put some glue on there. I love an easy, quick card that is packed with new product. An easy opportunity to use and to teach and to show off new product. That's exactly what this card is. I'm thinking about also instituting some challenges like we do on the Craft Social here in the team, so team exclusive challenges. And I am looking for some helpers to help run the challenges and moderate them. So that's another thing where I'm going to be asking for some help pretty soon. So if you guys would think about it, consider it, I would be so grateful. Let's do this. Let's change this this team into a little bit more of a team functioning. You know, let's see if we can together function more and more like a team, because that's the kind of place where you're going to want to bring your friends. That's the kind of place where you're going to want to grow. And I'm hoping that we'll see some growth in the team deep, and some leadership growth happen. So title promotions for you and for me as we see our team grow wider and deeper. I have to, oh, here it is. I have to get my little ugly adhesive eraser. Don't look, it's very ugly. Looks like it, you know, I don't know. It's been used for a very long time. Don't look. But I got glue over here. I gotta pick it up. You can get these nowadays at Dollar Tree, I think, in case you've not got one of these or haven't seen one of those. It's just an art adhesive eraser. All right, so there's our harvest of blessings. Now, The original has a couple of brushed brass butterflies on it, which are beautiful. If you're doing this and you need to make a lot of them, so you're going to send one to everybody who's ever ordered Stampin' Up! From you before, or you are going to do a lot of them for a thank you card, or you're going to have make and takes and you need a lot of make and takes for the event that you're doing and you want to keep your cost down a little bit, you can skip the brushed brass butterflies. They're $10 a package and gorgeous. I can't tell you, if you know me at all, you know that I'm a huge advocate. I always say that if I only had could pick two embellishments, I would pick linen thread and brushed brass butterflies, but they're kind of pricey. So I'm going to show you guys this one with the sequins. These are really great for fall. These neutrals adhesive backed sequins are an amazing product as we're going into the fall season here to add a little sparkle. So I got 3 of them. And they're much more affordable if you're doing a large group of make and takes or a large batch of thank you cards, or you know, whatever the case is, and you need to keep it just a little bit more affordable. You get more pieces for less money with this one, 200 pieces, and they're less expensive. So just an idea of, you know, you can shake things up a little bit. All right, so because I'm laughing at Jackie saying designing my card. I'm still trying to decide what set to use for my swap. I think that whatever moves you when you're ready to stamp is the best choice. And Nika said, lucky me, I designed 3 this weekend for make and take. I'm done. That's awesome. I haven't designed anything in a while, I have to say. I've been spending a lot of time with my legs up. Oh, and I should just, since we're to the end now, we've done our card. We've talked about some changes. I'll give you a quick personal update. I have been to the vein specialist now. And the good news is we're still not finding anything ugly. So I've still got some swelling and some pain in the left leg. I try to vary my position a lot. I do try to elevate a little bit during the day. I walk morning and night with Max, which helps a lot. But the vein specialist says that the vein that we can see, the surface level vein, is failing, and he's submitted my case to the insurance company to see what they'll do, if they'll approve his treatment. And if they do, then he'll call me and I'll schedule it, and I'll need to spend some time off my feet again. About 5 days in compression socks, or like thigh-high compression socks, and elevating. He says that the swelling and the heaviness, the thickness that I feel in that leg could very well be this vein. And so we're hoping that treating this will help me to sit and stand a little bit longer. Taking the time and taking it easy, plus exercise and diet. I've lost about 21 pounds at this point. That's taking care of myself, and losing the weight has helped. But the deep veins are healthy. I'm not at risk of blood clots, which was my biggest concern in all of this. I was, the vein would get hot and my leg would swell really bad, and so I was really concerned. But the soonest he could get me in was August 30th. So I went, and the ultrasound is awesome. My deep veins are very healthy. I guess you have 2 levels of surface veins. There's ones that you can see on the surface, and then there's the deep surface veins that you can't see. The veins that you can't see, the surface veins that you can't see, those are healthy. So I'm not at risk of blood clot, and that's a huge relief. I'd like to be relieved of the swelling and the thickness and the heaviness. Treating this vein might help that. So that's my update. Let's see here. Julie says, okay, I'll sign up for the swap. My house is finally functioning normally after my husband's cancer journey. So it'll be a great reason to get into my craft room. I can't wait to see your cards. I'm so glad that you're going to swap with us. Julie says, that's awesome. Thank you. Brenda says, I'd have both my greater saphenous veins removed. I don't know what that vein is. But I know that if it was the deep vein in my left leg that they were looking at, they would have glued it shut, which scared me. I didn't want to be glued shut. Did you have them stripped, Brenda? They're just, the doctor came back, and this is the second time I've had the same doctor look at this vein. I went about 8 years ago, and he wanted to strip it. He wanted to cut me at the groin and cut me at the ankle and strip the vein. And those are the deep veins. Yep. Oh gosh, that makes me a little weak, Brenda. So then, that makes me a little weak. So he wanted to, like 8 years ago, strip it, and he's like, no. He goes, I think that given the ultrasound I just saw and things have changed, he goes, we can inject it, we'll shut it down, we should be able to do it in one treatment, and then once the vein is shut down, your body realizes that it's not functioning, and it takes out the garbage, it cleans it up. But these are they're gonna collapse mine, but these are surface veins that are the problem here. Brenda, you have been through a lot there with those veins. Yeah, that's, I'm such a weakling. It makes me feel like I'm riding a tilt-a-whirl when I think too much about it. We'll have to talk about it. Oh man, one was stripped, one was collapsed. See that this surface vein, maybe it was between 8 and 10 years ago, he wanted to strip it, and it wasn't bad enough that I wanted to go through that kind of extreme. So, but now I have to do something about it. It's hot, and it throbs, and it hurts, and I'm hoping that there's nothing else that's causing the swelling in my left foot and ankle. So Brenda says, I stand on concrete for work. Yep. Standing is my nemesis, I think. All right, you guys. So that is the paper sampler. If you want to get a little bit of those 11 papers and some new sketches for your binder. The sketch series is going to run Fridays on September 22nd through October 6th. So it'll be 3 Fridays, one for each of the new sketches. The paper sampler, sign up today and you'll get that expedited shipping. So I'll turn the first round around really fast, no matter what's going on at Stampin' Up. Then check out the new online exclusives tomorrow. Spread the word. It's some fun new paper. Let's see here. Don't forget to sign up for the swap. You've got until the 9th, which is Saturday? Yeah, Saturday the 9th to sign up. And check out Julie's training video. If you missed it, I'm going right now to go bump it so that you guys can make sure it's at the top, or pin it. I'll see which one. It might still be pinned. Let's see here. Nope, it's not pinned. So I'm going to pin it to featured also. And then I'm going to also pin the CapCut video to featured. So if you're looking for those trainings, check out the featured section of the Facebook group. All right. So if you guys need me for anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Please let me know what your ideas are for, maybe some training topics, what you might be willing to do. And if anybody is interested in moderating or admin roles, especially as concerning some possible team challenges, please reach out to me if it's something that you'd be interested in picking up to grow our little community here. All right, I think that is it for the day. I hope you enjoyed the simple card. I'd love to see if you case it. If you use the same, like inked and tiled, and then change up your focal images, that'd be kind of fun. Use it with a different bundle or for a different season. Show me your inked and tiled Christmas cards. That'd be cool. Or Halloween cards or Valentine's. Kind of use the idea of tiling the the punches and the layout and case it. I want to see your cased cards. Maybe that could be our first challenge. Case this card, our first team challenge. But I would love to know what kind of ideas you have, what things you want to be trained on. There's still a post pinned to the top that says, what do you want training on? Get on that post and share with me what you want to learn about, okay? All right, you guys, I guess I should make another post that says, what are you willing to help your fellow kitchenettes learn? What kind of training what kind do you want? What kind of training do you want? And what kind of training would you be willing to do? If I made that post, would you guys respond to it? Julie says, it was so good to hear your voice today. I think the future for the kitchenettes is bright and flourishing. I think so too. I do. I think that what I needed was some space to let new ideas have room to take root. And so that's the silver lining, right? Like sitting there with my legs up was kind of frustrating. Do you know how hard it is to stamp with your legs up? But the silver lining is then there was a space created where new ideas could take root. And so that's it. I agree with you. All right, you guys, have a really great rest of the week. And I will be back here. I will be live on the business page Friday. I'm going to get back into that live schedule on the business page every Friday. So I'll see you Friday at noon if you're available. Check out the live there. All right, you guys, have a great afternoon, and thanks for putting up with me. I love you guys. I love you all. And I'll see you Friday. Bye.